Hey, we're live.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Wednesday's Lunch and Learn with Melinda and Krista.
Hello, friends. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I was actually watching a few of these the other day, Krista, and well, yesterday I was trying to figure out something, and I thought it was funny to see facial expressions. Mine are the same every video that starts. So I thought I should probably like be conscious of that. Have you ever looked at that?
I don't know that I have. Mine probably is too, because,
Yeah,
being
it's
you,
like
right?
you can tell you're waiting for it to go on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then it's like, the eyebrows raised, like, hey, we're live, let's do this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thank you, friends, those of you who are watching now or that are watching our replay later. We'd love to know that you're here. We'd love to know who invited you, who your consultant is, and of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'll introduce myself again in case this is your first time you're watching. I know we have had some new likes on our page, so that means we'll have some new friends joining us. My name
Yeah.
is Melinda Pearson, and I have been representing Mary Kay Cosmetics now for almost 27 years. In December, right at Christmas time, it'll be 27 years that I've had the honor and privilege of representing this most amazing company. So, welcome. And then you need to meet my sister. We are actually sisters.
Yes.
So,
We are sisters. Yes. I'm Krista Cuning, and I've been building my business for 25 years. It was this past July, and Melinda came home from a company event and said, I don't know if this is going to work for me, but it might be the best thing for you. Turns out it's the best thing for both of us. So we love it.
right.
And we're so glad you're with us. Yes. And as Melinda said, do tell us that you're watching. Let us know. Stump us with a question. Let's see where we can take it today over your lunch hour. We do know that these lunch and learns go really fast. So
Really fast. So 30 minutes. We're not going to take your whole hour, 30 minutes. And we just love to share a little bit more about Mary Kay. And today we decided that it would be a great opportunity to circle back around and talk about um, our pink, our pink dreams, our pink lives, our pink, the power of pink.
yes.
Actually, our holiday pilot program, and really considering this as an opportunity, it really could be the answer. So we are embarking on the biggest retail selling season of the year, and we're anticipating that it could be even bigger this year virtually because everybody's at home for this kind of a business. So we want to talk about that. We want to talk about how this could maybe benefit you. And we're going to do that a little bit through our stories and how we got started and how that's changed over this last double decades, almost three for me.
Yeah. Wow.
So, Krista, I know I'm going to throw it a little curveball, but let's talk about a little bit about what our life was prior to Mary Kay. What?
Okay. I can do that.
So
That's
you
not
want?
throwing me too far off.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
in my style, I like to have a little warning, but
I know.
I can be spontaneous too. So 25 years ago, I found myself as a brand new mom, and I was living on love and wasn't sure what, but I had a party for Melinda and I love the products and I wanted to use all of them. But with a new baby came new expenses, and I couldn't just get whatever I wanted. So she said, this might be the best thing for you. She knew I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom at some point in time, and I thought, well, heck, I can give it a try. We'll see what happens from there. And I gave it a try, and I just put one foot in front of the other. I did a little bit every day, and then it was just about, I'd say probably a year and a half, 2 years in, I was doing stuff. I was attending my weekly meetings and really getting my cup filled and building my self-confidence and my just my personal awareness and that as a new mom. And then my daughter got really sick and needed expensive medication and was told shouldn't probably be in daycare. So then my life got real and I had to make a choice. And from then on, I've really worked this business as a business and have enjoyed the flexibility and the cash in my product, that cash pocket, I should say, cash flow that having a home-based business provides. So there you have, there's a long answer.
So would you say you were the sales type before you started?
I was not the sales type.
Not the sales type.
No.
Okay. Because I think that sometimes is one of the reasons that can hold people back, is they feel like, well, I'm not the sales type. And quite honestly, I wasn't the sales type either. I was actually probably the furthest from the sales type. And our mom, when we were growing up, she sold a jewelry line, Sarah Coventry Jewelry, all those years ago, back in the 70s. Ooh, that tells you how old we are. We were infants. No.
Right. We have been in the company for 25 years.
Right. I know, but we could have started really young. Anyway, no, 18. 18 is the age that you have to be there to join our business. But, really didn't think that sales would be anything that I would ever want to do. But fortunately, what Mary Kay Cosmetics and this company, what Mary Kay Ash really wanted was an opportunity for women to run in their strengths. She really wasn't looking for the sales type. And that has continued on today, 57 years later, that our company has been in business. We are looking for people who care about other people, that want to serve other people, that fall in love with our product, and then want to talk about it, want to rep it, want to be the influencer. Today's world, it's all about repping a product or influencing others. And we do that so well. Just as people in general, when we like something, we talk about it, right? When we don't like something, we talk about it.
Given my opinion, of course I could give my opinion.
Right. So Mary Kay, when she designed the marketing plan, which really was developed in order to enrich the lives of women, she came up with the marketing plan prior to even having a product of what she was going to sell. She didn't start this business to make money, which that is uncommon. We say Mary Kay Ash was the original disruptor, and the original Facebook. She saw a face and she booked it. But she really wanted a way that women could focus on becoming the best versions of themselves, and that they could make a little income along the way. And that stays true today, just as it was on September 13th, 1963, when this company launched and opened its doors. So not the sales type. So if you're not the sales type, listen up. We want to talk to you. All right. So for me, I worked for a rental car company for many years, and left that company because it had taken me to the South, and newly married, and we weren't happy there. So we left and came back home. And I was finishing my college degree and went to work in a temporary help company. So kind of the joke always was I went from renting cars to renting people. And I honestly felt like the cars were a little more predictable than the people sometimes. But that was before I evolved, and knowing that everyone wears a sign that says, "Make me feel important," which is one of the things that I learned about life through Mary Kay Cosmetics. So the lessons that we've learned and the things that we could carry on, I could go down a whole other topic right now of where our world is. But Mary Kay was all about people and love. It's not a profit and loss, it's people and love. So I fell in love with the product. Story for another day. When I found out I could get this stuff for cost, which is 50%, when we buy our products directly from Mary Kay Corporate at a 50% discount, and then we mark them up and sell them to our customers. So we're always doubling our money. I knew half was good. And I also knew at that point that I loved this product, that even if all I was going to do is just get my products for cost, I could find a few people, my sisters and a few friends, that would perhaps buy the products from me. And then I would get my products essentially free, because I wasn't going to do this to make money. It was just essentially to get my products at cost. And I needed girlfriends. So we'd move back to our hometown. All my girlfriends had moved away. That's what we were going to do when we graduated high school. And I did not do college the traditional way. I worked. So I didn't have a lot of girlfriends. Where do you go to meet girlfriends?
Right. I got a question for you. Okay. So when you're being a manager in this rental industry, did you have all the flexibility? And if I came into town or said, Melinda, let's go to lunch, could you do that?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. The answer would be absolutely not. It was not faith, family, career, which is what Mary Kay is. Faith first, family second, career third. It was career, career, maybe family. There was no room for faith. You know, I was in a managerial role, so I couldn't talk about faith. That might be subjecting people wrongly. So I couldn't talk about that. And everything revolved around it. And of course, back then, this would have been 80s, early 90s. Cell phones really weren't a big thing. So we had beepers. So any of you that are watching, like, let me know if you ever had to carry a beeper. It was insane. That beeper would go off at the stupidest times. And then you'd have to find a phone, you have to find a payphone. Actually, cell phones kind of started to come up on there before I got done, but
right.
crazy.
Your first one you got.
Yeah. So I refer to those years as when I lived under my rental car rock, because I don't really remember what was happening in the family. I mean, Krista was graduating high school and, you know, all that. There's a lot of things I don't remember because there was absolutely no flexibility. So that was one of the things that was super attractive to me when I started this company, is that I had complete flexibility. Like we're the president of our company. We're in control. We get to decide when we work, how we work, and with who we work. So during this pandemic, we just had to switch to virtual. You know, I see Krista's got the banner scrolling. I can count on me, which I am really good at counting on me. In fact, sometimes that can be to my demise, because then I'm like, you know, try to do it all. But that's another story for another day. You know, so to have that situation where you have control of your schedule, and then when you work, when you share the product, when you talk about the product, people get excited. Some are excited, some aren't. That's okay. You know, there's other great products out there. I just happen to believe that Mary Kay Cosmetics is the most phenomenal product around, available for women. You can spend more money, but you can't buy better than what we've got. The research and development that goes into this product is bar none. It's all manufactured right here in the United States. Mary Kay also believed in wanting you to fall in love with the product. So she wasn't just going to put a product out there in mass production so that you would be able to do that. And a 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So those things were like, this is pretty amazing. No quotas. And yeah, no quotas.
I just happened to click on that and she said it
no
right.
territories.
We're getting good.
This is good. We're like telepathic right here. So, you know, that's the thing, is that, you know, you absolutely get to decide. And then here's the other part that happened with that. So since there were no quotas for me, I was able to just educate women. Back to that, not being the sales type. I didn't want to be the pushy person that had to make a quota and do, you know, twist someone's arm to get them to close. And truth be known, closing is still not my strength.
Right.
You know, that's the greatest thing about it, is it's a product that sells itself. It's consumable. If you use it, you're going to use it over and over and over again. And I'm going to take really good care of you. I know that Krista's customer service is, you know, the best out there, and you'll find that, and you'll find different consultants that can do whatever you get to decide, and we attract to different people. So for me, when I had that opportunity where I could just talk about something I loved, that was inviting. That drew me in. I could focus on my strengths. I didn't have to focus on my weaknesses. I love the fact that it was all about becoming the best version. And then the other great thing, which I know Krista's excited about this, is when you do something, like when they throw a promotion out there and they say, if you do this, you'll get that, they give it to you. So if they give you an incentive or a new commission increase, and you go out and you do the work that it takes to achieve that, they don't say, oh, sorry, funding was cut. Can't do that.
Right.
Never, ever in my years. It's always gotten better and better. When they say, you want to win this diamond ring, like the ones over my shoulder back here, those are the prizes. Those are the diamonds that we're working for this year. Krista's beautiful diamond ring that she's got on her finger, Cinderella prizes for sure. You achieve the level, you get the prize, and it comes to you. Like normally, in normal times when we can go to our company events, you have the recognition that you would never believe. This year they all were shipped to us, and it's just
box, though.
right. And the sash, and you know, the company really does take care of us. So yeah, so pretty. You know, that was something, that was another thing that drew me in the company that I was working for prior to Mary Kay. They wanted me to go open up other offices. I went and did all of the legwork and I'm a worker. I'm not afraid to get out there and do things. Got all that data collected and where we were going to thought the locations would be good. And the corporate come in, we were franchise. The corporate came in and said, sorry, we're going to do it. So all that stuff was just like, but Mary Kay, they said, if you do this and this, and in this time frame, we'll send you a car. Guess what? They sent me the car. I signed, drove that car for 2 years. Every 2 years, I get a new car. For 26 years of my 27 years, I've been driving a Mary Kay career car. Now, they don't like to stack them up. It's not something you win. It's something you earn. You earn the use of a career car and being able to drive that, where they pay the taxes, the license, and the majority of the insurance. I just drive it around every 2 years to get a cute new one. And yes, we still do have the pink Cadillacs. Yes, that's on the agenda. Yes, we're qualifying by those in December and March. We're having those wrapped up. So yes, you'll see two sisters driving pink. But there's other cars too. There's a Chevy Malibu. There's a Chevy Equinox. Now you can earn the use of a Chevy Camaro or a Chevy Colorado. Or what's the third one? Oh, Chevy Traverse. Is that still available?
Traverse, yeah.
And a pink Cadillac. You decide.
Yeah. 2 choices of pink Cadillac.
Oh, yeah.
XT 5 or 6, and then a 7. I don't know all the numbers, but one's bigger than the other. So
I think it's
large family.
and XT6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So friends, there is so much available to this. So let's kind of break it down.
Yeah, I want to share real quick all the 6 qualities.
Okay, great. Good idea. Someone must be talking about me. My nose is itching.
There you go.
Great. Okay, so here's where we already talked about not the typical sales type. Right. What do you want to talk about? Which one do you want to talk about?
Well, I know we kind of touched on busy person too. You were busy. But in being busy, we do get more done. So when you are busy, doesn't mean you can't do it. Means that you manage your time well. And I don't know about you, but have you ever scheduled a vacation and you got more done in the 2 days before you left than you got done in the entire 2 weeks before you left? So
that's when I do all my organizing.
Right, because you don't want to come back home to a messy house or whatever. So busy people do get the most done. They usually make the most of their times. And if you're coachable and trainable, you can go as far as you choose to go. So, right, with a career that pays accordingly, right? So,
right. So needs money. That's what we were talking about with the holiday pilot program. That's where I started, and I went, woo, roundabout over the mountain. Here we're coming back, circling around. Yes. The holiday pilot program needs money. Money is a great motivator. You want to pay off debt, but for Christmas, you want to have money for Christmas, cash for Christmas. Right now, you could start your business this week, today. Actually, for $30. We'll come back around that. You keep that little in the back of your mind. You could start your business today. You could be making money tonight or tomorrow. We double our money every time we sell something. You could have cash in your pocket this week. Yes. Sincerely. Yes. And then, maybe all you do that, you just try this through the holidays and then you go on about your life. You go back to being a customer. That would be fine. I don't think if you get a little taste of it, you probably have to stay at least a year. But, the worst thing that can happen is you go back to being a customer, and that isn't really that bad, is it? Right? It's awesome. Right. So you get to decide. Remember, there's no quotas, but it's a great time. Lots of people they're being hired. And some people, you know what, maybe this has been your story where you've been furloughed or your job was taken away with the pandemic. This would be a viable option for you. If you've got a device that you can get internet, you could build a business. We'll teach you all of it.
Yes. Which let's bring up that next one there, that she might not feel like she knows enough people. Do you ever feel like that you don't know enough people? I will tell you, Melinda is my sister. So she already had our friends and family, the real close acquaintances, already taken care of. And she had a couple of my friends that were purchasing from her. And I started there. And you know what? One friend knows 5 friends. And those 5 friends know 5 more friends. And it's like a tree branch. You know 5 people, and it just grows from there. It's just kind of like offering a stick of gum to somebody. If they say no, you say next. 2 out of 5 say yes, then you can build from there. So it's really, really with where we're at now, and that because we don't have any quotas and territories, we can sell to anybody in the United States. And virtually, I have new customers joining me now in Iowa, in Rhode Island, in New Hampshire, and there was one other one.
Connecticut?
Might be, yeah. And I have
one
from early this spring from South Carolina. So that is so fun. I'm going to have a customer in all 50 states. That's my goal.
Yeah. And we would have not had that as easily as we have it right now, since we are all virtual. I've got some new, actually reacquainted with one of my dearest girlfriends from the rental car days. Through this time, she held a posting party for me. So now we've reconnected, several of her friends and family. Well, she wasn't even a customer at that point, but now she's a customer and loving everything that she's gotten. So it's so fun to bring those back together. So it doesn't matter if you know one person or 2 persons, or if you don't know anyone, we can help you with that to build and grow and give you the words to say how that will all work. I think one time I heard a statistic that one person can lead you to 150 people. I don't know if that's true. I think actually right now it could even be more, since everything's happening this way.
For sure.
Yeah. So family oriented, that is another great thing. We've already talked a little bit about that with Mary Kay. It's your faith first, your family second, and your career third. It's a career opportunity that you want to share with your family. Sincerely. Think about the jobs that you're in. How many of you would hire your family members to work with you there? And you know what? Maybe you don't want to work with your family. Maybe you don't have as close a family as we do. I know, we can sometimes be the exception to the rule, but you have that ability, and we are all about that. We are super loyal to our sister consultants, and you'll want your family to be using your products and doing that. So, and then decision makers. That's one of the other qualities. Yeah. As women, I think we all have to be decision makers. There's not a lot of times that says rarely a time when you're kicking back, eating chips and cookies, and decide to start a business. We look for women who are willing to live by their dreams, not by their circumstances, women willing to try something new. So you could be kicking back, sitting on the couch, and decide to start this business, because you were working virtually. You might be having a cup of coffee, or maybe it's in the evening, you're watching the replay and you're having a glass of wine and you're thinking about this. It's a very viable option. You could sign up right now. Working from home is absolutely doable. Before March, I would have said, no, absolutely. We are a relationship business. You want to get in front of people. You want to be with people. You want to connect with people. As people, we were created for communion and connection. We're just doing that now virtually, and it absolutely works. So as things open up, yes, you'll be able to do it in person, but always will be a place for virtual from here on out. Can't imagine that we'll ever go completely away from this. Right. It's the way people are shopping. Perfect for the time. Technology is lined up for us. People are shopping online nowadays, and you're going to be set up for that. So here, we want to share the ways that you can start your business, because that would be another key thing that you'd need to know. So right now, or through the pandemic, Mary Kay has offered an opportunity for people to start their business for $30. It's called our eStart option. We've never seen anything like it in all of our years. But for $30, it's right there in the middle. I know our little pick shows through September 30th, but they did extend it through December 31st. You can sign up for $30. What that gets you is a personal website and credit card processing for 1 year. You'll have access to the back office through Mary Kay's In Touch. You get free apps that you'll be able to use and promote, the digital marketing tools, customer service, and online step-by-step education. Plus you get us. And I will tell you, I am well worth $30. I don't even want to say at times that because it's multiple times.
Right.
All of the experience we have. Mary Kay is a company where we believe in sharing ideas. If you have an idea and I have an idea and we share those ideas, we're doubly have the chance of doubly being successful. If I keep my idea to myself and it doesn't work, how's that going to work? No. So Mary Kay is all about sharing. So you'll be in business for yourself, but never, ever, ever by yourself. All right. So that's the eStart option. There is the full starter kit option. You can see there on the screen, and I know it's a little picture, but you can see that with what you'd get for the $100. You get the
Right
starter
here.
kit. The starter kit is a retail sized products that are included in it and samples. It's valued at $400 or right about that. And it's retail size products. So why would you want to do that right now? Because we're not demonstrating. Normally what we do is we teach you how to demo with those products that are in that starter kit and parlay that into thousands of dollars. But now you could one, use it yourself, or two, you could actually sell the product right out of there and replace it when you're able to start demonstrating. Or maybe you will do some in-person appointments when you see your family for the holidays and that. So you get all of that product and all of the things that you get with the eStart. Or what you could do is you could get it all for $130. That's the full starter kit plus the eStart option, which gives you the website, remember, and credit card processing for a year. That is truly amazing. All you need to get your business up and running. Plus, we're going to be here to hold your hand virtually, of course, and walk you through everything that you need to know. But truthfully, you would never have to talk to us again. So like you could get the starter kit and that, and you could run. Everything is on InTouch. It truly is everything that you need to know. So it's we used to say it's $100 decision. Now it's $30 decision. Seriously, you can walk into any store and spend more than $30 and what do you have to show for it? You have an opportunity that could absolutely change your life and be the answer. If nothing else, give you cash for Christmas.
Right.
Wow. Yeah. So who's in? We want to know when you're watching. Say me. Make a decision. Remember I said earlier, the closing wasn't ever really my strength. I think it's because I've always said I'm not in the arm twisting business. I'm not going to twist your arm. Sincerely, if you're not interested, we don't want you to sign up. We'd rather you stay a customer. We love our customers. There is definitely a place for our customers in this business. There's definitely a place for consultants in this business who all they want to do is sell it to a few friends and family. That is awesome. And they can make a little money that way. Then there is a place for those of us that are building and growing and know beyond a shadow of a doubt, we are to pass it on. That we are looking for people that need this opportunity, that want this opportunity, that would be great in this opportunity, that could even benefit, that, Mary Kay would benefit by having them in this. And that could be you, right? Yeah. You could be the next $1 million director. So while I'm not in the arm twisting business, I am in the business of pushing people off the fence.
Yeah. She'll nudge you one way or another. I will too, for that matter. Sitting on the fence is not comfortable.
Right.
And we are called, right? Mm-hmm. We are called to stretch and grow and become who we were created to be. And I know that makes such a difference when you listen to that voice and you do think, what if I could? What if this was for me? You'll never know until you try.
Right.
And what's the other famous one-liner, Melinda? I can say it. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
Right.
We're going through so much change right now. Let's just change with it.
Right. An opportunity that allows you to have a safe environment to grow and go and earn and enjoy life.
Today, not someday.
Right. It's here. Yeah. So, Chris and I are going to be driving those pink Cadillacs, and we don't want you to be like, I wonder what would happen if I would have started 6 months ago. Don't have regret and don't shit on yourself. Just say yes. So, okay. I see. We are like out of time. So,
so fast.
We want to know. We want to know. And I think this would have been good to have sitting here, but I know Chris and I both have some really beautiful pink ice rings that if
Yes.
you say yes in the next 24 hours and we see an agreement pop up for you, I've got a beautiful pink ice ring that we will don you with your finger, or I was going to say some product, but I can't think of anything like, or you know what? A brush set. Are you good with that?
I'm great with that. I do a brush set. You bet.
If you decide you want to start in the next 24 hours, so the clock is ticking. So tomorrow at 12:30, if your agreement's on there, I've got a signing bonus for you. There'll just be a new, I was going to say brush away.
Yeah.
Thinking on the fly.
A stroke away from a new set. All the right
Stroke
tools.
away.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
So,
perfect.
or
That's
a little
perfect.
bling to, ring in a new opportunity.
Yes, perfect. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Okay.
friends, we're out of time. That's it for this week's Lunch and Learn. We'll see you right back here next Wednesday at noon. Tomorrow night, hey, we're going to talk about those beauty tools. So if you want to pop on for
Yeah.
GNI, 8
Yeah.
p.m., we're talking about beauty tools. So, all right, have a great, God-filled, glorious rest of your day. And thanks for watching.
Yeah. Let your light shine.